Hello everybody, welcome back to Car Talks with Ty. Today's art tip of the day. A little bit of a weird thing, but it works, and I've been doing it for a really long time, and my art has gone from looking like this to looking like this. And I really believe that this is the biggest factor in making it good besides practice. So the art tip of the day is to observe life like you're going to paint it. And so by that I mean, like, look at every single detail of anything ever. Like, and you can do this anywhere. Like, sometimes if I have nothing to do, I will literally go out and just like people watch and look at how they move, look at how the light hitches them, how the light hits them, how shadows are, like, depending on where the sun is in the sky, how shadows work. And yeah, I just look at every single thing in detail. I look at the sky in detail. I see, like, what colors do I see, and like, if I had to make that color, what would I use to make it? And then I'll just look at it and like figure out how I would make that color. And then when I go home, I will practice what I really paid attention to that day. So if I was looking at color, then I would go home and try to make the colors that I saw. Or I would try to, draw something with like the shadow placement that I saw, or like the highlights, or whatever it is. Look at real life, because by looking at how things work in the real world, you'll be able to use that knowledge to create anything. And I think that my creativity has gotten so much more expansive because of this, because I can make things up in my head, but because I know how they actually work in real life, it makes it so much easier to figure it out. Because sometimes you won't have a reference for what you're trying to create. And I just finished a painting. I can't show it yet because it's a part of a series. It's not ready. But I just finished a painting that I had to make up completely from my mind. And in order to do that, I had to know how things worked in the real world, specifically highlights. How highlights work, how reflections work. I had to really know how that works in real life to pull this off. And I think that by observing, like, I pulled it off. Like, I love how it came out, and I really owe that to people watching, just like looking at everything like I'm going to paint it. And that also has helped me break down images and every single thing I see into what I'm actually seeing versus what I think I'm seeing. And sometimes it's still hard. Like, I'm not gonna say like it's not hard, but sometimes, like, I'll be like, oh, that's blue. But then when, like, I really look at it, it's not just blue. It's light blue, it's dark blue, there might be even a little bit of purple, like, in the elements. And so I'm just looking at every single thing and just studying it to make sure that I know how it works, so that I can manipulate it and do whatever I want with it. Because I know how shadows work. Like, I know that if the sun is on this side, then the shadow will be on this side, because there's something here, so the shadow's going to be on this side. The shadow's not going to be on the side where the sun is. It's going to be on the other side, because it's a shadow. It's casted by the fact that the sun is blocking that side of the street or whatever it is, because there's an object there. So that's my biggest piece of art advice, is to just observe the world like you're going to paint it, and it will literally do wonders for you. So go create something. Happy painting, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.